Can't get it to fall, and Snow the rebound. Duncan screaming for a foul. Snow back to James, gets inside, bank shot won't go, and Duncan the rebound. Crowd desperate for a basket. The crowd getting on its feet. James for three. Won't go again. And Ori, you could feel the crowd wanting him to drive to the basket. James takes it to the rim. Misses again, and Ori the rebound. James inside to Snow. Back to James. Left-handed puts it in. Terrific adjustment.
They don't have to go for three, and I would foul. San Antonio historically does not.
James goes hard to the glass and banks it in with 6.3 remaining. James, Boobie Gibson, and Ilgauskas on the floor for Cleveland. 5.5 remaining. They're out of timeouts. James on the drive, fires a three. Off the mark. Ilgauskas tips it. Ball knocked loose, and that'll do it. The Spurs shot. And he has 19. James, in and out. That one halfway down. That's the NBA Finals MVP. James fires up a three, and he puts it in. Back to a two-point game. Ginobili for three. Short. James lost it. Looking to go up the floor before he had control of the ball. James with three on the shot clock. James fires up a three. Rebound tipped out in the new. Great ball denial from Kidd. Chalmers spinning. Haslam up top. Three to shoot. James another three. Won't go. Haslam the offensive end. James fakes, trying to draw a foul. Marion got a piece of it. Excellent defensive play from Sean Marion, although LeBron James thought he got hit. There was Wade out to Bosh. Shot clock at 6. Wade on the drive, kicks it out. James fakes. James, that's a two-pointer. In and out. Oh, good. Nowitzki the rebound, and Dallas calls. Wade on the attack, feeds inside to Bosh, who lost it. And Wade gets it back up top to James. James fakes, drives, pull-up jumper. Won't go. Miller the offensive rebound. Bosh and Wade. Kidd is on James. James on the pull-up. Short. Chandler the rebound. Crossover from Wade. Inside to James. Offensive foul. Chandler steps in and draws. Got, as we said, 4 assists, 3 rebounds in the period. James sets for 3. Off the mark. Rebound Marion.
If I was Ibaka, I'd start trying to take away that pass to Bosh when they dribble it down and deny that.
Ibaka picks up James. Knocked away. Stolen by Durant. 6 to shoot. James on the drive. On the pull-up. Bank shot. Beautiful play from James. James puts up a 3. Off the mark. Bosh tips it out.
Over the half-court line and never got in the backcourt.
Harden, meanwhile, loses the ball. James the drive. Count it and 1. Durant his 5th foul. And James puts Miami up by 6. Under 2.5 remaining. Beat by 5. James puts his head down, drives inside and puts it in. Off the glass. James will set it up under a minute remaining. James on the pull-up. Back of the rim. Here comes James with 5 to shoot. Tries a 3. Bang! LeBron James from downtown. Great game. Anybody's ball game. James will try again. Way off the mark. Durant the rebound.
And playing.
Shoot on the 5th. They're second in the last 2 minutes. James, a 3. Way off. He's done well so far in the series against him. Trying to make him shoot. James drives and finishes. Again. Leonard doesn't want to help too much with Miller standing there at the three-point line. James jumper. In and out. looking. Offensive foul as James pushed off on Parker. Final minute. Parker picks up James. James pulls back. James backs in. Lost the ball. Duncan lost it. Picked up, and Parker has it. Ginobili drives inside. Fouled by Allen, and Ginobili will shoot two with 37 seconds remaining. What a turnaround here in the final minutes for the San Antonio Spurs.
And they would like to get a 2-for-1 with 37 seconds to go. A quick shot.
James looks, sees an opening. Wild pass picked up by Ginobili. And he's fouled by Allen. Manu Ginobili will go to the line again with the Spurs leading by 4. An absolute stunning turnaround in the final minute and a half.
You give help off of Wade. You don't come off another three-point shooter.
James catches, fires a three. Way off. Rebound tipped. Still loose. Picked up by Miller. Back out to James. Another three. It's good. James knocks it down. 2-point game. Should Miami go for the three right away?
Just attack the basket.
James catches, puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosch. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining. Out to James. James was brilliant in the fourth quarter. Now he's got Parker on him again. Turns, fires. Ginobili the rebound. Under 2 minutes remaining in OT. James the crossover. Wade the drive. Inside to James. Heat back up by 1.
Switch more, Mike, and keep a bigger man in.
James against Ginobili. Backs in. Difficult shot, rolls off, won't go. Rebound. Parker sets it up. Ginobili on the drive. Looking, throws it away right to James. James drives on Green, who tries to foul him, and then James lost it out of bounds.
I think they're going to review that, and I believe it went off LeBron James.
It appeared that Green tried to foul him. The whistle didn't blow on that, and then James lost it out.
Danny Green made a tremendous play, and that easily hit off LeBron James. Mike, a number of times in this series, Danny Green in transition has made fabulous defensive plays.
Right, I was wrong. That's not an attempt to foul. That's an attempt to knock it out of his hands, which he did. And James clearly touched it last. Here's the instant replay. Last 2 minutes of the fourth. James looking. Duncan picks him up. 6 to shoot. James. It's good. To reset. 7 to shoot. Trying to get it out of his hands. Wade fakes. Back to James. Three-pointer. In and out. Leonard the rebound. In the stands, even in the upper deck. 6 to shoot. James. Off the mark. Green the rebound.
2-for-1, it doesn't look like.
James pulls up. Puts it in. 4-point lead. 30. Bosch tied up. 8 to shoot. 5 now on the clock. James crossover move. Drives to the rim and finishes.
And hobble up. He's cramping
ahead. And you don't want to screen if you're James. Matter of fact, you want everybody out of your way and take advantage of the smaller Tony Parker.
James drives, pulls up, short jumper, misses. Diallo. LeBron James bulldozes his way down, but falls away. And Iguodala on James. James sets, fires. Three-pointer for LeBron James. James isolated with Iguodala. Backs in, falling away. Mozgov tips it out for a new 20.
To make sure he takes the last shot.
A little over a second difference between shot clock and game clock. James drives, falling away, misses, rebound, Shumpert puts the overtime. You shoot on the 4th team foul. 5 to shoot. Iguodala does an excellent job keeping James in front of him. James misses. Rebound tips it. Squares and faces 4 to shoot. Falling away. Won't go. Draymond Green. Five to shoot. James lost it on the dribble. Fires away. Back of the rim. That one almost went.
Pass over the rangy Klay Thompson.
Dellavedova finds James. Final seconds. James on the drive. Goes inside. Misses. Won't go. James pulls back again. James against Draymond Green. Jump shot is up. Way off.
Oh, as a big play, as a huge play that Dellavedova just created.
James, pull-up jumper. In and out. Rebound Curry.
Try to move a little bit more on this possession.
James again, isolated against Iguodala. 4 to shoot. Drives. Spins. Double team. Tied up. Knocked away. And a 24-second violation. James thought he was...
Noah play.
Here we are back again. James and Iguodala. James drives down the lane. Shot blocked. And a jump ball. Draymond Green with the... Here comes James. James drives down. Bumps Iguodala. Blocked by Green. Ball knocked loose out of bounds. And Cavs ball. 2-point game. They find Curry. Curry ahead to Thompson. Knocked away. Stolen by Thompson. And the NBA Finals are tied at 1 game apiece. An inspiring bounce-back win for the Cavs. Thompson on the drive. Adjusts. Right hand. Shot won't go. Fight for the rebound. Here comes James. Cross to Dellavedova. Alley-oop to James. And he throws it down. James again. Same spot where he's been isolating so much in these finals. Drives on Iguodala. Pushes off a bit. Falling away. Misses. Curry the rebound. 6 to shoot. James again. This time sets for 3. Got it! Off the clock. Curry picks him up. James on the drive. The pull-up jumper. Side of the backboard. Here comes Thompson. Stays in the game with a 5 fouls and 4.5 to play. James drives on Iguodala. James reverses. Misses. Rebound tipped.
Is completely slowed down. We see the big pick and roll again, and they switch again. Good job by Draymond Green getting back.
5 to shoot. Azili again goes back up on him. James steps back for 3. Puts it in. LeBron James from downtown. And the
game planning as far as putting him on the body of LeBron James. It's easy offense when you're allowing him to attack.
Once again, Azili. James this time goes at him. Pulls back. 2-point shot. And Green grabs it. James to Smith. 7 to shoot. James backing up against Curry. 1 on the shot clock. Way off the mark.
I see J.R. Smith probably set the screen getting Curry in the action.
Curry now picks him up. 5 to shoot. James powers, drives down the lane. Layup, missed it. Iguodala contested. Half remaining.
But again, get into your stuff quicker.
4 to shoot. James inside, little jump hook, that's short. Rebound tipped and taken by
Cavaliers against the likes of Curry and Thompson.
Each team has a foul to give as we come up on a minute remaining.
And they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving.
Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good! Kyrie Irving from downtown! And the Cavaliers... James to Irving.
You got to get the basketball and make a play.
James drives on Thompson. Layup. Missed it. Here comes... James falling away. Durant pulls it down. Coming up on a minute remaining. Cavs have just 1 timeout left now. James with 8 to shoot. James pulls back, drives again, kicks it out Korver, corner three. Can't get it to fall, rebound Durant. It's the lead.
And they should get a 2-for-1 here.
Irving guarded by Klay Thompson. One-on-one. Irving pulls back, steps back, three-pointer. Off the rim, won't go. Rebound.
Foul initial, not allowing them to take a three. And if you're the Cavs, you don't have to settle for a three.
And it's interesting, Kyle Korver out of the game on this possession.
Love to inbound. Finds James. James blocked by Iguodala. Ball loose. Touched out of bounds by James. And it's Golden State ball with 10.4 remaining.
Not afraid of the moment.
He's been shooting 28% during the playoffs from three-point range. 0 for 3 tonight. And a big bucket there. Ball deflected out of bounds by Looney off of Kevin Love. Warriors boards. The rebounding edge has obviously helped them. We get under 3 minutes remaining. James drives past Curry, gets inside, and throws it down.
Defender on him.
Curry again on the switch. Picks up James, 8 to shoot. James drives, shot blocked, count it, and one. LeBron James.
And Mike, Cleveland has their offensive unit in. But if Golden State gets a stop and decides not to take a timeout,
James drives, double clutches, and puts it in. 49 for George Hill. They want to get it out of James's hands. He got it back. 8 seconds remaining. James pass inside on a foul call on Tristan Thompson. One-point game. James a three. And Durant hauls in his 14th rebound.
$100 against Kevin Love on the block.
2:20 remaining. James on the drive, gets inside, layup, missed it. Draymond Green, the rebound, tries to save it. Back out to J.R. Smith. Smith back to James. Up top, Smith. J.R. Smith for three. Rebound, Kevin Love. Back out, James fakes, sets, fires. Bang! 1-point game.
Either Hero or Duncan Robinson in the action with LeBron handling the basketball.
Under 5 to play. These are the games that the Heat have excelled at throughout these playoffs. James puts up a three. Rondo again with Davis calling for it. Now sets the screen for James. James against Bam Adebayo. Drives, pulls back, puts up a three. Too strong. Rebound goes to Butler.
they're just going to keep putting the smalls, Duncan Robinson and Hero, in the pick and roll.
James against Butler. Drives, gets inside, stops, blocked by Butler. Rejected out of bounds. Now Crowder switches on him. James drives, gets inside, running layup. It's good, and a foul.
Anybody but LeBron James here.
James and Butler. James drives, goes inside, layup, missed it, got the rebound, the follow, he banks it home. Green into the hands of LeBron James. Butler on him. Green coming up to set a screen. James goes the other way, drives down the lane, back out to Green. Green for three, off the mark, no good. Markers need a three to tie. Rondo looking for an opening. Rifles a pass to James. James gets off the three. It's over. The Heat take every punch and refuse to surrender. There'll be a game 6.